Hello friends, welcome to the Active Directory Automation series, and in this video we will continue with our previous video where we need to create a custom function inside our threaded server Rpyc server, and the use of that function will be execute command on our server. So let's just create that function. So if you want to expose your function to your client, you need to start with expose. For example, let me just create a server function called wow. Okay, and if you create this function wow and you want to access that function in your client file, right? So you need to do one thing. You need to put expose here. Okay, exposed, and then put underscore and then your name. With that, now you can access this function, wow function, in clients. For now we will name it properly, so we are creating a function called run commands, and run command will run a command on that server. So if you want to run a command in a computer with Python, you can use subprocess. So I'm gonna import the subprocess library, and this is Python default library. You no need to install Python subprocess. And then we're gonna start with a exception, try and except. Okay, so let's just try, because sometimes you get errors when you execute a command. So there we need to provide some exceptions, because this function is totally users will access this function, so we need to put the exception, otherwise your program will break. Okay, so let's just create a subprocess dot, and here we need to check the output also, whatever command we are sending. For example, we are sending ipconfig, so we need to see the output of that command. So to get that, you can use subprocess dot check output, and that will give you the output also. You can actually print that output. And this, our run command functions required one argument, which is command, and with that command we will just pass this command to our subprocess dot check output. Okay, and then one more thing, one more important argument you don't miss, this one is shell equals to true, because the command that we're gonna execute on the server will be the shell command. So if you put shell true, there will be no issue, otherwise your program might break. So this is important argument. Then let's just put this in a variable, the output which we are seeing. So output, so then we can easily print the output of our commands. Okay, so this is our try. We are saying that, hey, in this run command function, just go and run this command and print the output, except now we're gonna pass some exceptions, which is common exceptions. In my case, there will be many more. One thing is you can just accept and just do something else, but I would like to specify only one particular exception, which is subprocess dot called process error. So whenever you are calling a process, and if there is error in that process, then you just show that. Okay, so something like that. Sorry, and this is just a variable name. You can name whatever you want. You can name whatever you want. Okay, so I just put error, and you just end with the semicolon, and then we're gonna print few things. Or this error, we want to see the written code of this error, and also we want to see what is the error. So you just see the output in the error. So now we are ready with our run command function, Let's just see how it works. Let me just stop our server which we already running here. Let me just close all, terminate. Okay, so run it again. No error, all good, bot is running fine. And here we have the AD client. So with AD client, now this is ready to take our commands and execute that on server. But still you might wondering, hey, how we can go and run on the server? Okay, let me clear one thing. We'll go step by step. So this time just focus, we need to execute a command on the server. So to execute, now we want to access this function, right? Run command function here in our client file, and both I'm working. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me just split it vertically so we can actually see both at the same time. So to make clear, this is our server and this is our client, and our client want to access this function here so we can send some commands there. So let's just do start with connection, and here we already made a connection here, and that connection find out the root, and there this function name you need to type, not exposed, because this is our actual name, right? You just copy this and you can just paste it here, and this is your function. If you try to execute that, you will see error because that required a argument. Let's just see the error first, right? Let's just run this, and we see error which is saying, hey, this is required a positional argument command. You haven't provided anything, so you cannot execute that. So make sure you know which function required command, and if we just ignore that, if we ignore that and we will just do like this, it will not any error. Oh, sorry, command. We need to run the server again, right? And then run the client. See, no error, all good, connected and disconnected, and it's showing nothing. Let's just go and add the command because that is very important, and that is save our lot of time and lot of efforts in future. So let me just rerun the bot again. Let's go back to the client and put some command, and let's this time to see the magic of subprocess, right? So here bot doing nothing. Let's just see the IP config and we'll see that if it's showing something or not. Config, okay, IP config, and run this command. Ta-da, no error. Let's go to AD board and we see something is printing here. That means our command is working. So our client is sending commands to server and server are executing those very well, right? Let's just send some shit there. Let's say just provide some shit. I don't know shit is a command or not. Run. Ta-da, client executed. Client send the shit to server, and both is saying shit is not recognized internal or external command. I'm joking. See, we know that this is not a command. So, but with this way, you can still see what time it's connected and what your AD board executed and when it's disconnected. So with that, you can easily see things. Now we will go back to AD board and finalize the AD board and create some more functionality there. We will start with adding a argument, command line argument option for AD board. Let's just follow me in my next video.